Right then, we're off for the formation lap here in Mexico, and the excitement is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right and which ones have got it horribly wrong?
Systems all looking good, head down. Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Okay, so that was a bad start, but don't overreact. We can salvage this. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, you've got P5, P5. The distance to the leader, 4.6 seconds. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. And gap to the car in front, 1.6 seconds. Albon behind. Pit window opens in 12 laps time, 12 laps. Okay, there are 35 laps left in this race. Okay, the McLaren driver's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1:21.6. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead, 1.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay mate, Piastri's behind. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1 minute 21.6. We're falling back by around 1.2 seconds a lap. Come on, 2.9 seconds. Okay, this is good. You're catching the car ahead. Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid, but listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race. approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, George is coming in for his stop. At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap. You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes. Right, keep pushing, you're gaining on the car ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 5.5 seconds. Box, we're coming in this lap. Okay, remember to pit this lap. Okay, mate, we want to make sure we're saving some ERS, so let's try and charge it up now. We're seeing dangerously high levels of tyre wear now, and we're going to be in trouble unless you either nurse them or come in for a fresh set. Here's some information on Colapinto. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. That's P5, you're in P5. Piastri ahead. Less than a second separates you. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 21 laps to go. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Green flag. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. You've lost some time to the car behind. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 8.6 seconds. Lando ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.6 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. Time last lap, 1:42.5. Gap to your teammate ahead, 8.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in third. And the time last lap, 1:21.4. good work, we're in P4. Okay, so gap to the leader, 13.3 seconds. Oscar's ahead of you. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 8.1 seconds. Hamilton's behind you now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 19 laps to go. And gap to the car in front, 7.6 seconds. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Time last lap, 1:21.1. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. And the time last lap, 1:21.2. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, gap ahead, 5.8 seconds. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. George is in the pits. He's in the pits now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 9.5 seconds. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Our gap to first place, 11.7 seconds. Norris just ahead, push for the position. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 9.5 seconds. And Verstappen's behind. Less than a second separates you. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.4 seconds. Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 10.0 seconds. P3, you're currently in P3. Okay, gap to leader, 12.5 seconds. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 10.5 seconds. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. And 11 laps to go. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 11.7 seconds. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. Gap to your teammate behind, 15.0 seconds. Okay, you've got P3, well done. The distance to the leader, 14.0 seconds. Lando ahead. And gap to the car in front, 12.1 seconds. Verstappen behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And that's 8 laps to go. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, gap ahead, 13.4 seconds. P3, you're currently in P3. Okay, so gap to the leader, 15.0 seconds. Norris just ahead, push for the position. Okay, gap to the car in front, 13.4 seconds. And Verstappen's behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 15.4 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.3 seconds. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 17.0 seconds. Yes, we've done it! That is the world champion right there. Well done.
That was the drive of a world champion. Amazing.
And so the celebrations begin, and well-earned they are indeed. It might have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level at the very top is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc on top. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.